Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome back to... Well, I'm at Charles and Lydia's, actually. They thought it would be more festive in front of the tree, and I think they're right. So welcome to Christmas Corner. Oh, and I'm wearing a hat Charles got me. I'm having a lovely day. This time last year, Maureen and I were sitting on our own, eating turkey sandwiches, wondering what the year would bring. Now she's engaged, and I'm with Charles. We could never have imagined that in a million years. And of course, nobody knew COVID was on the way. It's the season of goodwill, so I shan't comment on Brexit, but I'm sure we've got more surprises on the way. Auntie Nancy loved surprises. Well, good ones. I think the best Christmas present I ever got her was a weekend in Italy learning how to make pasta dishes. Maureen and I saved up all year, and she was genuinely over the moon. We were so glad after all she'd done for us. And in February, off she went to Tuscany for the weekend. She was gone 3 months because the young chef took a shine to her and invited her back to his villa. When she came home, I met her at the airport and she was glowing. "Oh, Edna," she said, "what a tonic that was." She'd obviously had a lot of fun. And now and again, roses would arrive with a note saying, "Remember me, Nancy, Giovanni." And she used to smile to herself. I never asked for details, but she did once get quite wistful and she looked at her flowers. And then she said, "My problem, Edna, is that men my age are far too old for me." Bless her, she did have a young spirit. She once nearly broke her ankle jumping up to catch a dandelion seed. She was like a little girl in a grown-up's body sometimes, like Grayson Perry. He always reminds me of Auntie Nancy, although he's got terrible dress sense. Anyway, I digress. Last night, Charles did a midnight service on Zoom and we all went. Lydia and I watched on her laptop. I was so proud of him. Maureen texted me, "Oh, he's got his frock on," which made Lydia and me giggle. He didn't speak for long, but it was just what folk needed to hear. He said everyone looks forward to Christmas all year, and that's why it's hard when it all gets changed, and we need to look out for each other. But then he said, in a way he's quite glad it's happened because it's made people stop and think. And then he said it's funny how we get ready for Christmas and we're all excited, and then suddenly it's over and everyone's flat and back to how it's always been. But he said that's all wrong. He said when somebody's expecting a baby they get excited, but the birth is just the beginning. And that's why years ago Christmas celebrations began on Christmas Day and went on into January. He said this year has been very spiritual in many ways, and that everything is being challenged, like a garden being dug over. And his prayer is that the love which came down at Christmas will take root in all our hearts. And he said his prayer for the world this Christmas was that it would be the beginning of something better, when people look out for each other and don't just do what they've always done, but listen to the voice of love and build a better world. Well, he put it a lot better than that. But anyway, I had a little tear in my eye and Lydia hugged me. Today's sensible tip is, let love into your heart this Christmas. That's what's going to get us through. The world's tried hate and it doesn't work. We all need to do our bit to fill it with love. You take care, stay safe, and Merry, Merry Christmas. God bless.